Stuff that happened a month and a half ago because they. We started.
What up? Good morning, everybody. Happy NFL, AFC, NFC Championship Sunday. You are listening to The Penalty Box Radio, brought to you live from Power 108.9. We're also coming to you live from The Battery, the home of the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, got you, dude. We're in here with a lot of different people today. We got Daniel Yate. We got Jesse, the normal show, guys. We got Trey and Sean on here, who's going to be picking up their 2023 Fantasy Football Championship rings. Welcome, guys, and good morning to everybody, and good morning to all our fans out there. We haven't been here since December 10th, right?
Yes.
Dude, it's been a minute. People been sick.
Yeah, December 10th.
Holidays.
1649. That's the last time we were here.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
We've been missing y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's
for the
been
delay,
tough.
man.
It's
We
tough
had
Sunday
holidays, family sickness, people sick. We're sick. We're always going to be sick upstairs, but, you know. But no, it's good to be back, man. Welcome, gentlemen. We'll get to you a little
Welcome,
bit.
Sean.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, welcome, Sean. You ain't never been here before. I don't know if you can really see Sean right now.
Yeah,
he
he's
got-
in there. We see him all, everybody.
He's definitely the face of their team.
I need Mike to blur out the other thing next to Yate.
Who, Trey?
Yeah.
Y'all don't leave Trey alone, man.
Oh, my bad.
man.
My bad.
Yeah. Here we go. Already
He knew
getting
it was
started.
coming. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, you knew coming on
Nah,
here. These two
welcome
guys are
on,
good.
I'm
Trey.
just so glad to be here. It's
This
just
is your second time on, though, Trey.
It is.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Last
thanks.
time we had you on here, that was a minute ago, a couple years ago, like a year ago.
It was before I had predicted the Dogs winning
Was it
back-to-back
their
championships.
first? Oh, so it was they already won one, right? Yeah, we
no,
brought you.
they
in.
hadn't yet. The season hadn't even
Oh, so
started.
they haven't had won the first one.
No,
Okay.
season hadn't even started. It's
Damn,
been that
2
long.
years.
And
I'll
I
have to
said,
go
hey,
back
we
to
are
the
gonna
Good
do
for
archives.
us.
I'll have to go back to the archives.
No, I
and
think
see
he's
if
right.
Are you sure he
Yeah.
predicted back to back?
I don't know.
I said it.
think
I
I
said
did.
word for word. We've got the greatest coach in college football. Just wait and see what happens.
We'll have to.
Nah,
Do you remember that,
yeah.
Yate?
Nah, I was on vacation.
I think you were.
Daniel's handling a microphone on his own in his hand. It's great.
I love it.
I love it. I would much rather do this, dude. I feel so important.
I know you do.
I'm waiting for him to stand up and start
I know. Just
spitting out songs or giving some motivational speaking today. Let's have one, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's good to be back, man. Everybody feeling okay this morning?
Yes.
Jesse's looking good. Got
Good
some
Sunday.
new kicks on.
Good Sunday.
Did you see Mike's kicks?
Yeah, no, I saw Mike's kick when
They
I
were
walked in.
fresh.
I looked at him like, dude,
Nasty.
I miss him, man. Back on Mike. Had to give him a hug, bro. I haven't seen him in a while, man.
Yeah.
Because the last time we were going to do this 2 weeks ago, and I had to text him like, yo, we can't do the show. Yater's sick. Jesse's, had stuff going on with the family and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, we're just going to have to wait. You went out of town. And then I was like, let's just do it on the 28th. So,
It was good to see Mike, though. Best engineer in the business.
dude's got nice ass shoes on. too.
Absolutely.
Y'all ready to get some started? with
Oh,
our
we gotta
shout-outs
go.
and
We're
stuff?
running so late.
That's okay, man. We got a little extra time, I
Yeah.
think, I
Yeah.
mean, because we got started late, I guess, Mike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, are you or someone you know is trouble with the law, or do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or a speeding ticket? Or if you even need a will. If so, reach out to Tracy Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at tracy@ttattorney.com. Please, people out there, call her office. Do not call her cell phone. She rarely answers. She's always in court. And she doesn't listen to her
She's
voicemails
busy.
very much. She's very busy. Call her office if you need help. Again, that number is 770-240-1014. I love you, babe. Other shout out to my son. He's starting to walk around. Dope. Got him off the bottle.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
on. Right
He's not walking all the way. He's doing that.
He's already doing
That's awesome.
CrossFit too.
Dude, he's ready, man. He's ready.
He's already got him running back
Yeah.
drills.
No, man, shout out to my son, man. It's cool to see him grow up. Congratulations to me and my wife. She's pregnant, due in
Yes.
August. We're having another boy. Woo!
House
I got
full
that
of
squad
boys.
coming, huh?
I love it.
We're going to do
That
one
makes me
baseball,
so
one
happy.
football. What are we going to do here, man?
I can't wait.
You know what I'm saying?
The
One
Hoffman
golf.
brothers, bro. They're
Yeah,
gonna be like
dude.
the Kelsey brothers. Hoffman brothers.
There you go. Yeah.
So I don't think I got any other shout outs. Am I missing anything before I pass this on? Please remind me. I'm really busy right now in life. If I'm forgetting anything, guys, today in the show, or in life, please remind me, and I'll take a step
Absolutely.
back and get that in there. So, because
Absolutely.
it's when one
Straight. We're good.
Off to you, Jesse. Shout out.
You know, first off, of course, I want to tell my beautiful wife, family, I love you guys very much. It's been a rough few
wanna
go
close
of it, a couple weeks, but I don't want to bring the show down at all. But everyone knows, but I love you very much. Then I want to give a shout out to my boy Yater over here for 9 years. Congratulations, man. That's a big deal. That's a hell of a deal.
Oh, yeah.
We love you very much, dude. 9 years. You had to spend it in the hospital, which sucks, but dude, hats off to you.
Thank you, brother.
That's a hell of a
That's
deal,
what you were
bro.
saying.
Hell of a deal, and I love you very much.
Thank you, brother.
And thanks you guys for coming and gracing us with your presence today. And we'll get to the reason why you guys are here, but I'm glad to have you guys here. You know,
Thank you,
it's a
thank
good
you.
thing. Good thing.
Yeah, sorry, see, you didn't remind me, and you didn't either. Happy 9 years.
That was like 3 months ago.
That was like 3
was like
weeks ago.
literally 2 weeks
That was
ago.
literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my bad.
See, I forgot. Congratulations, brother, on the 9
I
years.
remembered right after I was talking about
Yeah.
Rachel. I was like, oh, that's why I didn't.
It's a big deal, man.
It's kind of like Georgia winning the national championship.
Yeah, big deal.
After 2 weeks, I forget it even happened. You know what I mean?
After 2 minutes,
It's over.
We're
It's a wrap.
we're chasing 10 now, right?
Right. You know, the Buckeyes win it. We're going to celebrate for a decade. You know what I mean? But Georgia,
We were celebrating the Braves on. So the funny story, he ain't lying. We were celebrating the Braves World Series championship when I started
3
off the
years.
show for like
Yes.
3 years.
Yes.
He got so mad last year. He was like, after this show, no more of the reigning word of
It
2021.
made him sick.
I'm done. I was like, I won't announce it no
Why,
more.
why,
I'm
why do you
sorry.
feel that way?
Because he's mad.
just
man.
because
Was
it's
after
too.
the playoff exit?
Well, yeah, you know, whenever you win 198 games
And you losing
Yeah,
against the
yeah.
Phillies again, you
Right.
gotta get mad.
no, not just lose to the Phillies.
It got-
Trounced by the Phillies.
Yeah.
It's all right,
let's
man.
be
We
real.
all have those in sports. That team. So, go ahead, man.
It's like the
What you
repeat
got?
of the '90s Braves.
I just got me and McFadden.
Money Mike.
Yeah. Where's the cheers? Where's the cheers?
Nah.
The crowd goes wild.
Me and McFadden. That's it.
Good deal.
All right, Trey, what do you got? Shout outs, family, say hi. This is the moment to do it before we really dig in.
I'll shout out my wife and Dilly Bear. Love you guys. It's, glad y'all had me on.
That's
Thank you.
good, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sean?
The man of the hour for real.
The-
real.
The
His
mastermind.
helper. We
behind
let his
why
helper
we're
go
good.
first. We let his helper go first.
Yeah.
The mastermind.
Shout out to the Falcons, man. I'm looking forward to a new season coming up. Get a new quarterback, got a new coach coming in.
Yes.
I'm just excited for the new season. And go Braves, too.
There you go. Good deal. Chop
He's
off.
a diehard Falcons.
Yeah, he
Sean's another hometown hero with me. He's a Vols fan though.
So Tennessee, that's okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So what do you
wrong
got?
with that.
Tennessee, Falcons, Braves. What about basketball? Hawks?
Hawks, yeah.
Yeah, they stank this year. We'll talk about that at the end. But okay, who else? Do you do hockey now?
No hockey.
All right, me either. Yeah, okay.
Seems
What
like-
about college basketball? You sticking with Tennessee?
Tennessee, I've always loved North Carolina.
Get him out of here,
Nah,
Mike.
let him
Get
go.
him out.
I knew it. I knew
love it.
You gotta
I
go,
was
brother.
waiting-
Congrats on
he
your
was
ring.
waiting
Have
for
a
the
good
answer.
one.
Did you
He's a
see it?
Kentucky
Did you see
fan.
the
Kentucky
stress on
fan.
Yates' face,
Yeah.
waiting to hear what he said?
Kentucky fan.
I was.
His face went from to panic in 2 seconds.
So the one thing that I forgot now that you reminded me is you can tell I've been off and haven't been here in a while. No college basketball section this show, but we'll get back there in 2 weeks because in 2
absolutely.
weeks football will be almost
up.
over.
I can
and-
promise you Sean won't be here for that.
Yeah, so all right, man. So everybody got what they got. We didn't forget anything, right, Jesse? You're supposed to remind me
My
today,
bad,
buddy.
brother.
It's
well,
okay.
I will.
Yeah,
got
so
you.
it's been busy.
I got
so
you.
y'all ready to get
Go.
into this?
Let's do it.
All right. The NFL. Welcome to the AFC NFC Championship Sunday in the NFL. Super excited, man.
Yes.
The Kansas City Chiefs travel to Baltimore to take on the number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens at 3 p.m. today on CBS. The Detroit Lions travel to Santa Clara to take on the number 1 seed San Francisco 49ers at 6:30 p.m. tonight on Fox. The winner of these two games will play in the Super Bowl 58 on February 11th in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's our next show, by the way. Super Bowl
Yes.
Sunday is always on the second Sunday of the month. If we don't get sick and all that other stuff. Bill Belichick leaves the New England Patriots after 24 seasons and 6 Super Bowls. The Chargers hired Jim Harbaugh. The Patriots hired Mayo. And the Falcons hired Morris. What are your thoughts on NFL so far? Let's go.
That's a lot. That's a lot going on.
There was more
today.
coaches hired,
Yeah.
but this morning when I was typing up
of
the show, I wasn't putting them all
Bears added
down.
A new defensive
Oh, yeah,
coordinator.
there's a lot of coaches
There's
here.
there's a lot going on in the NFL.
So
right
much
now.
since the last time we were here.
A lot going on.
So much.
As far as Championship Sunday, I like Baltimore for sure. I think Lamar Jackson, he's got that look in his eye this year after everything he went through last year.
Yeah.
Got his own contract. I mean, he's coming out to prove a statement. He's like, I got this money for myself, and this is what you got to do to make it happen. You know, you want to be that, you got to beat that. You know, that's just my opinion on that.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to stop him this year. As far as that Detroit Lions, San Fran, I'm in a pickle with that one. Like the kid in me is like, I hate the Detroit Lions, but I want to see the Detroit Lions do something because it's like, come on,
Such
they're
an underdog.
yes, they're so deserving of it. Like the Jared Goff story, like getting thrown out, did so great with the Rams, thrown out of there, comes to Detroit, horrible, does great this year. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those just wild stories. But then I'm like, San Francisco, they have all the weapons. There's no way you're going to stop them. You know what I'm saying? The only team that can stop them would be Baltimore. You know, so. It might be an upset. Detroit might pull the upset over on, in my mind, on San Fran, but I think the Super Bowl is going to be Ravens and San Francisco in Las Vegas. But I would not be mad if the Detroit Lions pulled off the upset. That'd be kind of cool in my mind. You know, Belichick, I feel like they fired him, but they let it look like he walked away because you can't just fire Bill Belichick and let that be known. You know?
Yeah, of
I
course.
really thought he was coming to Atlanta, but I guarantee when he sat across the table from Arthur Blank, he was like, if you don't get me a franchise quarterback, then we can't make this work.
Well, he
Because-
wanted total control, too. He's not going to get that.
yeah, well, I mean, I don't think the total control thing, in my opinion, wouldn't be such an issue. It's just I don't think he wants to come and rebuild a team. I think the Falcons have everything they need except a quarterback. They really do. You know, you watch them; their defense is on point. You know, if they could add in this draft, get a good pass rusher, or trade to get a good pass rusher, which they haven't had in how many years has it been?
long time.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years since you guys had a really decent pass rush.
They got Calais Campbell, man.
Which he came
Hey, he had a pretty good
Yeah.
season.
You know what I
did,
mean?
yeah,
Mike, you got Calais Campbell, brother. Come on.
He probably doesn't have a microphone right now. We have them all to talk to us.
Do you think that by not going with Bill, that's saying that the Falcons do want to draft a quarterback?
Absolutely.
Because I don't think you draft a quarterback and get a young quarterback
Yes.
and get Bill Belichick.
No,
But
you
Those
but you
don't go together.
You
No,
gotta
they don't.
understand Bill Belichick and his quarterbacks though in that situation because they still could possibly trade for Justin Fields and
Yes,
the Bears' sake.
absolutely.
And if they're thinking of doing that, maybe they didn't want to bring Bill in because Bill had Cam Newton for that one season. That didn't work out. That was a
work out at
disaster,
all.
right? So he went back to his drop back, stay in the pocket, not run quarterback system that he's
NFL
had.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean
yes.
that he's
Traditional.
had for
Yes, traditional.
that he's had for 26 years.
Yeah.
From Bledsoe to Tom Brady to now whatever the hell they had up there recently.
Mac Jones,
Mac
Bailey
Jones.
Zapp.
Yeah, I mean,
Or they call him Zappy. I don't know what's his name. Bailey Zappy.
yeah, he may have wanted to go back to something like that, and I guarantee you he wanted total control. Arthur Blank ain't going to give that up because you're only going to get a small window out of Belichick, man. He's older, man.
That's it.
Oh no, it's gonna be like wherever Belichick goes. If he doesn't get that championships within the first 2 years, he's riding off out in the sunset.
He should have rode out
wants
like
to
Nick.
go. Yeah, I think he wants to go somewhere that's already ready made. All he's got to do is show up and coach you to a championship.
What about you on everything?
Sorry.
It's okay. You got.
Give us your
my bad.
predictions.
You're good.
I mean, it's so tough, man, because I want to see the Lions pull it off all the
Me
way,
and
not just.
me and you've been talking about
Right,
that our whole
right.
lifetime. Detroit has done nothing. The last time they won a playoff game, I was 13.
Yeah,
no,
98.
was it 92? No, it was
96.
92.
No, it's 96.
Did y'all
96, I wanna
did
say.
y'all watch the Barry Sanders documentary they recently came
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that's hard.
But yeah, it was in the 90s, dude. It was a teenager, right? When they won a playoff
Right.
game, it didn't mean they did anything. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. They're one of those teams that I don't mind if we win it all. But go ahead.
Right, yeah. I mean, you pull for them because it's been so long and
Yeah.
that city suffered so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
just football, but like my mind thinks about like how the country wouldn't help them with their water
Still
and
hasn't.
stuff, you
Still
know,
hasn't.
up there. You know, I'm like, come on, man.
The
like,
car
they-
manufacturing
they
going
deserve it.
down.
The thing
and-
is about
yeah.
Detroit is they have offense. They have the offensive weapons.
nasty.
Their defense is going to have Aiden Hutchinson is going to have a hell of a game.
Yeah.
In this game, you know, you have to stop that run. You have to limit McCaffrey on the ground because they got too many weapons on offense.
They've got all the
Kittle,
weapons. They've got all the weapons.
Brandon Ayuk. You
All the
got
weapons.
Debo, who's
Debo.
gonna play. You know,
Yeah,
Kittle.
that was their problem last
and
week when he was out.
and then you got Mr. Irrelevant back there, Brock Purdy. You know, this kid's making $875,000 this
Lord.
year.
Oh, he's
His
about to
salary.
get paid.
Oh, he's about
But
to get
still, yeah.
paid.
And he's carrying his team to the NFC Championship.
He's gotten all them bonuses though.
Who do I want to win?
year.
I want the Lions to win. Who do I think's going to win? I think San Fran is going to win it just because they're more of a well-balanced team. They
Yeah.
just have the offense and
Everybody
the defense.
stays healthy, right?
Right.
Not like recent past years in these games.
It's probably going to be a little back and forth
Yeah.
in the first half, but I think San Fran just takes off
Full away.
after the first half. Ravens and Chiefs. Mahomes has the experience. 6 straight AFC Championship game. That's crazy, man. That's
Two
crazy.
Super Bowls.
That's insane, isn't it?
Right.
Isn't
Two
that
Super
insane?
Bowls.
Right.
Three Super Bowl appearances.
That's
That's crazy.
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady
is.
stuff.
Tom Brady.
You know what I
2.0.
mean?
How do you go against him?
Right. The game's in Baltimore, so
That's the only. But so the game was in Buffalo too, and we thought we were gonna have different results, which makes me mad.
I seen that. Y'all know who Black Adam Schefter is on Facebook, where you always see
the
the
joke- yeah,
memes
yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
yeah.
And they were like, "Did y'all see that?" Where they were like, "This will be the first time in NFL history that a black quarterback has played a black quarterback in the AFC Championship, while one of them was wearing a tinted visor." It'll be the first time, dude. Like you never had one with a tinted visor, bro.
That's
So
great.
I was like, y'all are idiots. Who do I like in that game? I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs again.
Because of the experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called it. Ask Dennis. I called every winner so far in this playoff. I have.
Because I
every
had the
single-
I had the Bills beating the Chiefs. He had the Chiefs, which I thought
With
they
the
got
way
hot.
Lamar has played all year,
Dude,
Man,
you're
they
talking
have
about
to
Patrick
have
Mahomes.
Taylor
Dude,
Swift
they
at
were
the Super
like-
Bowl,
they
bro.
were literally talking 4 weeks ago that the Chiefs' identity is like it wasn't even there. Like people were.
They said that
questioning
every
their
year about the
identity.
Patriots until they got
I
into the
know,
postseason with
but
Tom
I'm saying
Brady.
the Chiefs this year have looked. Ugh.
Not anymore.
They have, but man, you can look like that if leading
Hey,
your
don't
team.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
And-
that man will go out there with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Not to.
play
Hey, listen,
football.
man. Listen. All you need is Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
All you need is
Anywhere-
Travis Kelce.
anywhere in the-
You
in the-
triple cover Travis
Yeah,
Kelce,
he's
and
catching the
somehow
football.
he ends up
He ends
open
up with it.
48 yards down the field.
Or
And
he's starting to get to Rice now.
Yeah,
Rasheed
Rasheed
Rice.
Oh my
Right.
gosh,
Getting him
that's-
out of nowhere
that
now.
was a
Dump-
great ad
and then,
right there.
Pacheco.
Yeah, just tearing it up. Rutgers.
Pacheco,
Rutgers
dude,
Lum. Don't
Pacheco's
you ever
like,
forget that.
His legs just don't
Nasty.
stop. Have you seen his legs move?
Just turned it on. That was like the Packers, man. I thought really they had a shot because, they came up and started really playing and running the football. But yeah, they turned it on. They turned the switch. They
Yes.
turned the switch
Niners
on.
Chiefs.
Niners Chiefs. Trey.
Let's start with the Lions and the Niners. To me, that game comes down to the most important position in sports: quarterback. How does Brock Purdy play? How does
Yeah.
Jared Goff play?
Absolutely.
you mentioned all those offensive weapons on San Fran, but I'm looking at Detroit, like
Same
your
thing.
boy St. Brown, our dude Laporta.
Nasty.
They got Gibbs, a little scat back,
Yeah.
with
Montgomery.
quickness, and then Montgomery pounding the ball.
Dude, both of those running backs are nasty.
Defenses. all right.
San Fran's defense is,
Suspect.
clearly they're a little bit better
They're
than
elite.
Detroit's, right? Like they're favorable on defense, but I don't know. San Fran has just looked a little sketchy lately.
Let me can I get in there on you now? Let's forever be reminded it was raining shit show
Yes.
last week when they played. Did y'all see the video? Brock Purdy is the only quarterback in the NFL to ever drop back in the middle of the pocket with the wrong hand, the ball in the wrong hand, and wipe his hand off, switch it, and throw it. The throw
my
was
gosh.
off. The throw was horrible off. I was like, why is he throwing the ball like that? And they went back to the video. The dude drops back with the ball in his left hand, wipes his right hand off on his pants, switches, and then throws the ball. If they would have made a play here, it would have been talked about forever. I mean, the throw was shit. It was totally off. But now I know why. But dude, it was so bad these conditions last
Do you
week.
know how?
And he still pulled it out.
Do you know how your mind has to think in that? I mean, you got to think. You got those defenders coming at you, big old boys,
Calm as ever.
ready. That's what I'm saying. You have
Go
to
back
be,
and look at the skit on social
You-
media
I'm
after
gonna
the show.
have
I'm
to,
telling you, you're going to be
because
like,
the way you're describing that, dude. In that moment,
like
that's
this.
like a millisecond. Like you have
And he
no
did it
time
smooth.
to think to make the
No
transition.
panic.
What's the sample size we have on Purdy?
Massive.
Is
Look
it
at the video.
3 years. This is third year.
This is his
yes,
third year.
third year.
So yeah, it's not much, but
because last year he got hurt in this game.
In my opinion, it's
ended up
crazy.
coming back in.
Yep. He did come back in.
They had a running back running quarterback last year in this game because they had all the quarterbacks go down.
I mean, to
against
me,
Philly.
the verdict is still out on
Yeah.
Brock Purdy. Like,
Huh?
just the verdict is still out. I mean, I've heard people not really be sold on him. He's being mentioned in MVP conversation.
nasty,
Because but that's how they
Nasty.
were with Mahomes the first couple years too, though.
yeah.
Brady the first
I just
couple
don't. I mean,
years.
is he a product of the Shanahan offense?
I don't think so.
No, he's
Well,
he's one
Just
of
because
those-
of the things that
he's
he's
a freak,
doing.
dude. He's a freak. He's gonna end up being one of those greats.
I like him. I mean,
Sean says he is.
No, I kind of feel like Brock Purdy's a systematic quarterback. I mean, and if he is pressed at all in that pocket or has to move around, I mean, you saw last week he had 2 interceptions that should have been caught.
You know who they thought was a system quarterback also? Ben.
Yeah.
How many
Big
rings
man.
he got?
Yeah, but he was.
You know how
off-
many throwing yards he had in his first Super Bowl? Like 176. The first Super Bowl he won.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's first Super Bowl didn't really do that well. He beat the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he? He was a system quarterback.
Yeah.
well, today's
Watch
gonna,
Brock Purdy play. He drove his team down on the last drive in the fourth quarter to win that football game
Yeah.
in a big game.
Yeah.
Not a lot of quarterbacks can do that.
Oh, that's hard to do.
In the NFL, underneath that pressure, I don't think he's a system quarterback, but we'll never know because if he stays there in that system and becomes a Hall of Fame quarterback, we'll have a different conversation. If he wins a Super Bowl. No, actually, last year was his rookie year underneath quarterback because I told you guys that San Francisco's
Has
not
never
going to-
won a quarterback.
Yeah,
rookie
that's right.
quarterback
never
has
took a
never
team,
won
and I
Super
said,
Bowl.
"There's no way San Francisco's winning a game." You
You're
went,
right.
win 'em.
This is his. Like it was a lot.
Okay.
It was a lot. It was a good amount. We good? To start
We
sharing
good?
again?
We ran out
Out
of
of
space.
space. That's,
Out of
that's
black
good.
space, dude. That's where the money's at.
Good, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That's
good.
good. We're gonna come back. Yo, we crashed because we're so hit.
Yes, we got
so
yes,
lit.
yes,
So
we were,
hot
we were
in
lit.
here.
You guys keep sharing.
Back to the Penalty Box Radio. We had to take a break. Sorry about that. We were having little technical difficulties. I think our site crashed because we had so much stuff going on because we hot in here right now, man. It's Championship Sunday. We got some champions in the building that we brought on the show because when we first started, so I had an idea last year, and I didn't really tell anybody this, that I wanted to do something special for our fantasy football league. And I always talked about bringing a trophy in. And then you'd had Tom Reed always bitching that, well, where's my trophy? Because he's won so many times, like 3 times in the league. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something. And I started looking. I was talking to your brother at work about it because, he's not in the league. And when I went on starting to search on the internet, I found the rings for Sandy. I was like, this is dope. It's like getting a Super Bowl ring, right?
Right.
So, we bought Tom his for last year so we get him to shut
that's
the fuck
nice.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He came on the show and got it. And then Hello Joe came on and stole all our prediction picks
Yeah,
to make
he
it
did.
to the championship game. So you can thank us for playing Joe in the championship. He's no longer allowed to come on our show pre-fantasy football draft.
He drafted like 3 dude we told him to draft.
Dude,
Or not that we
listen.
told him to draft, but like
And
our
Yater
sleepers.
didn't, and
he
Yater didn't
needs
want to
it,
talk
though.
about it, and we ended up talking about it. And then during the draft, I'm like, this motherfucker just picked up all these guys that we just said. But whatever, neither here and there. I mean, we have a sports show. Usually we do talk about it.
Right.
It is hard for them to get on there and listen and start stealing our draft picks, but it worked out for Joe. Congratulations, Trey and Sean. They were
Thank you.
co-owners of one team. My guys.
Can we speak on that? The co-ownership.
I mean, yeah, I didn't want you to be this year, but we brought somebody in that was waiting, so it was kind of like, can y'all just go?
Yeah.
But next year you're in because I don't think someone's going to be a part of the
split
league
up.
next
Okay.
year.
But it
yeah,
kinda,
we're splitting you
It kind
up.
of breaks my heart a little bit. I just want to
you couldn't
say.
make it
Oh yeah.
First of
right.
all,
That-
Croak, he couldn't make it down. He can't get down here to get his toilet bowl
loser.
ring.
He's lured
Like
to
I
death.
need
Oh,
people
man.
on site because I should
Yeah.
have another guy. Like instead of you co-owning, someone should be sitting in that chair picking up their last
picking up
place
the
ring.
yeah.
I prayed to God that it would be Ethan Wilson, but he pulled it out
know he
in the
did.
bracket, in the losers bracket.
did.
Dude was like 1 in 12,
Yes.
1 in
Yeah.
13,
Guy.
and won the
His team
first
wasn't that
game.
bad though either.
It was just- it was like
wide
But we
Easy
know who
runs,
the
man.
people's champ is, and that's all that really matters.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now, and you can speak on whatever you want. Your glory.
You have been inducted.
Show it to the
got us
cream.
2 of them.
Congratulations,
You have been
gentlemen.
inducted into
Okay.
the Get
Wow, what
Money
an
Hall
honor.
of Fame.
Show it. Put it on.
Look at there, Sean.
Beautiful.
Man, that thing is
Inducted into the
pretty.
Get Money
Take a
Hall
look
of
at
Fame,
that.
correct?
Yes.
Who keeps it?
Man.
You know, this dude talked about another ring. No. You split it,
Well,
burn
no,
it,
what I
share it.
said was
Not gonna happen.
split it.
Instead of
burn
an
it,
old
share
coin
it.
flip, I told him, I said, pick any
Oh,
player
here.
in the league. We will
Take that.
we will guess or try to predict what their total fantasy
is for
points
you.
were for the year, and whoever's closest
Because
will keep the ring.
the toilet bowl
He
ring.
just shut me down.
Because he
Y'all
beat
just
you.
figure it out.
I haven't announced it yet.
Oh, you ass.
So I'm going to present this with Jesse. We're all going to wear this during the show because we got beat in the postseason. And Trey officially beat you to take you out. So you have to be the first one to wear the toilet bowl ring. And then I wanted to get the Yate, and then I'll wear it at the end. We got beat in the postseason, dude. We suck. You know what I'm saying?
But last place gets
That was
Wow,
Crook.
it's
He's
a little
not
heavy.
here. He couldn't make it down there.
I'm not
so I'm
wearing
trying to
it.
make fun. Don't wear it then.
I'm not doing it.
I'll wear it. Hey, you know what?
I gotta put
Because
Like
Trey,
I said,
he
listen.
beat you beat
Like-
him and took him out.
If you want
I'll
to
speak
say
on that in a
he
minute.
beat me, if you want to say he beat me, we could say he beat me. But
Show
at
the
end
camera
of
your
the
ring,
day-
Sean. I think he's got to
at
go on
the
your
end of
pinky,
the day,
dude. I'm
we
not
all
sure.
know
Careful.
who put together
Oh, God.
a dynamic team at the end of the season for the run.
You had a good team. We're not going to take that away from you.
Thank you. As long as you don't take that away.
You got third
But,
place.
yeah, I know,
Congratulations.
I got third place, but dude, like I like to keep going.
You
through
How many
the
times
playoffs.
have you
You
gotten
guys cut
third?
me off?
You need
How
a
long-
Y'all
co-manager.
thought it was funny.
Thing's pretty.
You need a
Beautiful,
co-manager
right?
over here.
Why'd
That's
you
why
let
you
him
lost.
cut me off?
What do you mean?
All
Beat
my,
you?
all my guys and drop my whole squad.
Nah, dude, you can't do that.
Because you were playing nobody that
It was
week.
fun.
And the season was over, and you were still adding
It
players.
was great.
It was
I loved
weird.
It. I loved it. I loved it.
So I got a text and
See
a
my
phone
points?
call about what was going on, and I figured out. I said, "Huh, all right, let me go see what I can do. Let me go. I'm the only one that can do that." So I went upstairs and I text that person. I said, "Yeah, I can do it. Do you want me to?" Fucking absolutely was the answer. So
Which
I went in
one
there,
was it?
and I'm not going to tell you that. You got to figure it out yourself. So I went, brrr, and if
all
you ever
conspired.
noticed, I left you a kicker and someone on your bench
I hate
that was
you.
out.
I hate you, dude.
And the funny part about it was I did it at the right time because they all went to claims and you couldn't pick them back up
I
and
know,
the
I
season was
couldn't.
over the
I
next
couldn't.
day.
I couldn't. It was,
So I'm like I
it was
said-
my kicker and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, this motherfucker said you left him a kicker. I was like, yep, absolutely. I left you something,
It was
dude.
Trey. It was Trey, and you're horrible for that. You took away like a little bit of the happiness I had during a very dark time. Thank you.
Oh man.
It was a fun season. Congratulations,
Trey.
guys. It was really
Congratulations.
interesting.
Sean.
Love it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We know you're the real champ. You're the
I
mastermind.
couldn't do it without
You
him,
are
man.
the brains
I couldn't.
behind the operation.
A
We
lot
know
of
that.
a lot of thought went through the season. You know. I
Well,
feel
next year you guys are
Here's the
separate.
thing. Let me have my moment here.
You're separate.
Co-managing, we spend a lot of hours discussing on the phone. It's fun as hell. Y'all should try it. Seriously. I mean, we've been in other leagues. on our own.
We basically do
We do,
that.
me and him
But
do that
here's
all the
thing.
time.
You're telling me about your fantasy team. I'm gonna quickly overcut you and start talking about my fantasy team. 'cause
No.
Nah, me and him
I
have
mean,
conversations all the time about the team.
that's
Who we
been
should
my-
If
start.
that's the case,
That's
you're a
what I
shitty friend, man.
Really
I gotta
is.
say, you're a
That's
bad
selfish. I'm pretty
friend.
selfish.
You
I
take
am.
You are.
turns,
No,
man.
but that's been my experience.
You
in
got to
the
take turns.
10 years of fantasy. Is the co-managing thing was like just the teamwork. It's fun. It was a lot of fun.
I don't think I have grown and developed enough yet. If Dennis and I,
Nah.
or just anybody,
Because we
or
go
just,
at it.
No, just anybody, me and anybody, because I know myself. I'm so my.
We put the
ego would be
wrong guy in
but
and
no,
it's
we
your
put the- it's
fault.
your
Yeah.
fucking
Hey,
fault.
we
I
had
want-
those moments.
That
Don't
and now that I think about it, that is actually probably harder than just eating
Making your own decision.
making your own bad decision.
Absolutely.
You just live with it.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
respect
well,
you
each
too
time
for
we
that.
own up to it.
How are your guys' Monday mornings when you let him make the decision for running back and you made the decision for wide receiver? and
If
it didn't
we've done
pan
something
out? Our
like that, if
defenses.
we've lost,
we want to hear about that.
we're
I
not
know our
talking to each
fans
other
wanna
till
hear about
Wednesday.
it.
There's no Monday.
Wait, what'd you say?
We got to have 48 hours. We're not talking Monday. We'll talk Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
really? Is that how you did? That's good. So you can calm down
Calm
and really get
down,
your
yeah,
thoughts. I
amen.
like that. I like that.
Surprisingly,
Breaking news. Breaking news. Hold on, guys.
Hold on,
we got breaking news on the
coming in.
box.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I saw this before.
Well, then say it, man.
ahead.
I don't know what's going on.
The Rams offensive coordinator Zach Robinson coming to the Falcons.
He was their passing game
Hey,
coordinator.
let's go.
That's-
Oh,
He
okay.
was,
That is Brett.
Okay,
Da-na-na,
good.
da-na-na.
Yeah, he was the most sought after guy to.
So he's
going
going to be the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he
Nice.
was.
I like
So
it.
That was a
Morse
good
is-
ad.
You
Because
guys are
Morse
gonna
is
be
good on
getting a
defense and the
quarterback.
Falcons are
Yeah,
good on
right.
D.
Y'all are going to be getting a quarterback somewhere.
If I'm
all
not
I'm saying.
mistaken, he
That's,
was.
I've been this excited
That's why
for
Puka
upcoming
broke
Falcons
through
season
this year.
in a
You know, we're
long
getting
time.
that guy.
He
Huh?
was
Let's talk about Puka Nacua. Can we talk about Puka
He used to
Nacua?
quarterback the Oklahoma State Cowboys, I'd like to say. That's his playing career.
Really?
Zach Robinson, yeah. I
What
want to
else?
say.
What else you got on fantasy? Congratulations, we're gonna do this again next year. Maybe you'll be coming back.
Who's your
again.
number one pick?
I
Who's
wanna
your
say-
number
no,
one
no,
pick?
hold
Toilet bowl ring?
Our number one pick?
Next year.
Going into
Oh,
next
next
year, who do you
year.
pick number one? Yeah, as of right now.
It just depends where we end up in the draft order.
You're
First
number one
pick.
pick.
I'm saying, who do you
Oh,
pick?
pick.
Number
so
one.
because we won, we're number one pick.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna-
no, no. You're not.
Who would?
I'm saying,
you?
who would you?
I'll tell you mine.
I already
would be.
know mine. We all know who
mean-
they are. Everybody knows. If you don't say this name,
Who I
you
know.
need to
Mine.
leave
You're
right
not
now.
gonna. You're not
It's
even
got to
gonna
be
know.
McCaffrey still.
No,
No, I
you're
mean,
out.
I don't know.
Who?
You better say
I mean,
it.
Tyreek Hill
Yes,
is pretty
there you go. Everybody,
incredible.
yes,
I mean, if
that's
he's
your pick.
healthy, I mean, you can't go against him.
Who would you?
Harrison Jr. I'm coming.
I mean, that's high
I gotta
hopes.
see where he lands.
Yeah, that's high
Coming.
hopes.
You gotta see where
I'm
he
telling
lands.
you, man, this boy's coming, man. Y'all don't know him. Y'all
I mean,
don't
I
know.
agree with that.
Come on, you
Who would
watch
you
him in
pick?
college.
can't
draft a
top
rookie.
five.
I mean,
telling
I'd
you,
say
it's
Justin
coming.
Jefferson, but you know he's got a lingering
That's what everyone said this year.
hamstring.
Chase may be back. I'm just saying, I like Harrison
Can I
Jr.
say I
I'm all
was,
over
I was,
him right now.
It's great.
It was awesome when you guys stuck to your word and shouted us out. I think it was months
Jesse,
and months ago.
Pick that up.
What happened?
Yeah, pick that up for Jesse.
My God.
You know, I'm glad you guys didn't waste your time in doing so. It's pretty cool for y'all to do that. I mean, I remember going, Chelsea, look at this. They actually shouted us out. You know,
For
It was
what?
a cool. This was back when I was discussing with y'all.
Oh,
hey, if
I gave you
if
no.
I beat Dennis.
I'm the one that gave it to you, not these two.
I'm
Oh,
never
you're the one that
in
gave
it.
it.
Yeah,
I know you were
dude.
probably like, don't do
Yeah.
it.
We had the agreement.
We talked
No.
for about 30 minutes
Listen.
before the show started, and we didn't want him to do that.
We had an
wanted
agreement.
Sean.
And when you text me, I lived up to my end of the bargain,
I
and you
appreciate
swept
that.
through
I
us on
do.
this show.
I really appreciate
It's
that.
totally fine. I lost.
I'm not
I
giving
gave you
somebody
props.
congratulations when you play a team that's riddled with injuries. You know what I mean? My quarterback was out. My running back was out. My wide receiver
But you're
one
talking
was
to
out.
the
Name of the
champs
game.
now, though.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I'm
The
saying.
champs
You
beat
guys
Sean,
didn't waste
Sean
your
did a good
time.
job.
But listen. I mean,
appreciate it.
something me
All
and
time.
Sean have discussed. The only other thing I want to say, and then Sean may want to get something in, and we still like. It was really unbelievable. We call it the Metcalf miracle. It was round one.
I
And,
told
we
you. I
were
was
ta-
texting
yeah,
you.
we were ta-
I was like, and I'm the reason that you got that. I told you.
You manifested
I said,
it for us.
I made it
Thank
happen.
Yeah,
We go back to
Jesse
the text
manifested
message. I
it.
said, dude, come on, let Trey get it. And then, of course, he gets in and beats me.
So the
next
situation
week.
was, I mean, it was our
down to the
projection was
wire.
30,
Yeah.
40
You
more
got 30
than
seconds. You got
yeah.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
but the entire game was.
and he caught the 15-yard pass, and it put you over.
Yeah, we needed almost 6 points with less than a minute, and
And
it
you
was
missed
just
it.
3 passes all to Metcalf.
That's
Did
what
it.
happens. When
Man,
you
we got
got
lucky. It was a
fantasy
lucky.
football.
Yeah,
Just
that's
is what it
fantasy
is, man.
football.
Yeah.
It just goes to
That's why it's
show
heartbreaking.
with mediocre knowledge of football
Yes,
like
yes.
Trey that anything is possible.
That's right, exactly.
And that is true.
Never give up on your dreams, kids.
You don't.
Yeah.
You,
You know?
see right here a miracle.
I think they both made a Brock Purdy move there, and they came through in the
Yes.
fourth quarter.
Nah, dude, they made the
Congratulations,
right
bro.
moves.
I'm
Dude, I'll
just
say
kidding.
that.
We were
Hey,
depending,
But
when
no.
we were depending
While
on
we're
Drew
on the
Lock that
top-
game. So
my opinion
Let's
was
Sean, let's
Sean
Sean.
too, yeah.
What do you think about the season? Congratulations, brother. You're on your own next year. You guys are done. I mean, it is.
was-
It's time for you to take a slot.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Like me and Trey are best buds. We talk all the time, anyways. And
Do you want to co-own or do you want to be separated?
I
Y'all should be
mean,
worried about him owning on his own.
That's
'cause
fine. I'm
I
okay
am,
with
dude,
that.
because
I mean,
he
I think-
won this championship. You know what I mean?
if there is a slot open, and since we've got that.
You got your
title-
ring together?
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Y'all
I
need to
think
start
it's
doing
time
your
for-
own thing like
That's
head coaches,
yeah.
right?
I think we got
Okay.
a chance to do our own thing.
Yeah,
and
you got
both be
that slot.
successful. I'll see you in the playoffs.
You guys are like
Yeah.
Saban and Kirby. You know, now it's time to break up.
Wait. You said you'll
Kirby.
see him in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll see him in the playoffs.
You
He'll-
think
he'll
he
be
makes
there.
the playoffs
No, he won't
without
make
you?
the playoffs without you, buddy.
No, he'll be all right.
Look, they're best buds. They ain't like us, man. I've been like, you're trash, dude. You ain't making it.
Whose idea was it to pick up Puka?
For real. Who's
That was,
trade?
that was him on
That
the waiver
was.
wire.
I will give you that.
That was him?
the trade.
Yeah. All right.
That was the trade of the year. The way you guys did.
We'll see you in the
trade.
playoffs.
Laporta,
That was
the-
genius.
Laporta, that was me too.
That
That
was
was,
Sean
that was
Sean
both
did a
of us
lot.
on that one.
No, the Laporta trade is what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. That was genius.
Croak, man. What was Croak
What was he
doing?
thinking?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, he had
Kelsey
Travis.
already.
He had Travis Kelsey.
It doesn't
and-
matter.
and
I'm
he was
playing
so-
both of
He
them.
was so
Everybody
thin. He was so thin at wide receiver, and we were loaded at wide receiver. I mean, so for us to just hand off Christian Kirk like it was nothing, he wasn't going to see our lineup anyways, and we got a number one tight end in return.
Yeah.
What a
I mean,
joke.
a little bit
What
early
a
on
joke
Laporta.
that
He
Yeah.
was doing good, but he hadn't really like
Took off.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I'm
Laporta was a
Croak,
top 3 tight end already at that
I
point.
play Kelsey and Laporta.
Absolutely.
Wide receiver.
You mean like a flex?
Yes, a
Yeah,
flex,
flex.
and a tight end. That's what I did at the end when I picked up the boy from Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Tight end, and I had Ingram. That's what and they
Yeah.
both stacked me 20, 30 a week.
That's back
Yeah.
like when Gronkowski was still in the league. You play him as your
Play
flex.
him as your
Yeah,
flex.
flex.
Yeah,
and
I
had
mean,
a regular
we
good
had-
tight end in
right.
there.
Kyle Pitts was a complete
He
failure
yeah.
for us.
Well, I mean, he didn't
bad.
have the quarterback yet. Kyle Pitts is still up in the air how good he's really
Yeah,
going to be.
hell of an
Yeah.
athlete, but we had to move on, man. We
Okay.
needed that missing piece, and then when Kyler Murray came back, it just
Took off.
shot off Connor for us. Like,
Because you guys did really have a 3-week, 4-week spell.
This dude
knows
was
his-
trying to get me to trade him Joe Mixon for Kyle Pitts.
We needed
Oh,
a
you
running
should have
back
seen
bad,
some of the
dude.
things he tried coming at me with, dude. I'm like, come
Hey,
on.
some
we
of
had
them
a lot of
worked out.
trade
Like
talks
the
with
Croak
Jesse,
thing,
we
it worked
did.
out.
Oh,
You
that
got
Croak,
somebody.
dude. That's what I'm saying. That was the block. Like, you guys,
A
you
lot,
guys
a lot fell
stole
in place.
Laporta.
I mean, I told Sean, I said, dude, I think Herbert going down like is going to help us because he was number one quarterback for I think the first 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah.
and then he started to kind of
Yeah, I lost numbers off of that with some of my receivers.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah,
fell
you
off
did,
after
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Keenan.
Remember Keenan?
Yeah.
And when I drafted him, said he's old. I'm like, all right, we'll see this year. Tore it up this year. As soon as he went down, I was done.
If he stays
Like, if
healthy,
he
he's a
stayed
great
healthy,
wideout, man.
Like if his quarterback stayed healthy, he would have had the most fantasy
Yeah.
points.
Let me tell you somebody on their team that didn't do good. Austin Eckler.
Look, he's horrible.
Man.
Oh,
Bust of the
I
year.
felt so bad
Bust
for
of the
you
year.
with that, dude. That was a bust.
Horrible.
Of the year for him. Before we get off of this topic, though, can I ask you though, when it would come Thursday or Wednesday night before you guys got to get your lineup set?
Well, at least Thursday nights. Yeah,
like
yeah.
you get it going. Would you guys really have the conversation like 1 week I'm picking this one, or would you guys really talk it out like? Do we go with him this year? Or when trades were getting produced to you on the black market, like through via text message, hey, Jesse sent this to me. Yates sent this to me. Dennis sent
never
this to
sent
me.
trades.
Well, I didn't know. I just like, would you discuss that with Sean? Because I never sent Sean a text message.
Yeah, but like
because-
Sean's
'cause I'm
like, we don't have
vile
your
and rude to
number.
you. I would never do that.
I do because of the
Yeah.
league, but
Just know that my phone is littered with screenshots and you know, I
dude, he
mean,
keeps receipts.
Look at what
like I
Jesse
do.
said. Here, what do you think
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
this? I've got all.
I'm sure like the things between me and because
You know, I
We're
got,
horrible,
I got
dude.
on to him when he put that thing in your mailbox. I guarantee. I said,
wasn't that horrible?
well,
of
I
him?
said, you know what, Trey? It just worked out perfect for him to play us in the playoffs with him.
I was so scared.
You know, I was like, you
I was
realize
so
you just.
scared.
Oh, dude, do
Yeah.
you know how
I knew I jinxed
dude,
myself.
everybody in our league was scared when my boy came back and it just started dominating. My team started clicking.
But I
like a
almost-
rocket.
I-
everyone was like, I know Dennis was
Never,
like, gosh,
ever,
damn it.
ever do that in his
I was-
mailbox
Yeah,
your
again.
team was
so
solidified, man.
You got lucky because that's the type of shit.
I-
the
I-
karma
that
that
is-
makes it
that
happen,
is
and then he has the
manifesting
world of
something.
power to destroy your life.
We did put.
You
like
have to
140
avoid these things.
I think we put up 140 that week against him,
Yes.
didn't we? Yeah. So we
Yeah.
had a
That
good
was-
season.
That's
And
how
the
mine
week
and his
pre-
season
dude,
went,
And the
dude.
week previous, listen, the week previous, I put up like I just dominated the whole league. I was
Yep.
like 190.
It's just one of those- yeah, it's one of those leagues.
Crazy.
You had a stretch
It was
where you were
nuts. And then I
dominating,
go
yeah.
against Dennis. And his freaking his tight end, his
Ain't
freaking.
done
If I
nothing.
win that, his tight end didn't do nothing all year. Came off and
Two
scored
touchdowns,
like 9,000
yeah.
touchdowns and a billion yards. I,
was like-
said, what?
I beat him
this-
twice this year.
Yes.
You once. I
It
finally
was
got
just
my
horrible.
payback. I
I-
got beat in the postseason,
Yes.
but I'm
It
still
was
okay.
a great,
Yeah.
all in all, I believe it was a great fantasy season. It was
Yeah,
a lot of
it
fun.
was fun.
A lot of injuries, a lot of
I
craziness.
don't know if it was fun for Ethan, but it was fun for everybody.
It
else.
was fun
You know
for
what
everyone
makes
else.
this league so much fun in other leagues I've ever been in? For one, we got a great commissioner, but
Yes,
and
we
you got,
do.
but
We have
Not
the
the
best
commission.
commissioner.
but you
We got the
guys
best commissioner.
take it so serious to
Oh,
the
yeah,
point
we do.
where with Ethan even. I mean, Tom Reed, these guys in this what's the lower bracket called? It doesn't
The losers
matter.
bracket.
bracket.
I mean,
Yeah. They still took it
consolation-
serious.
the consolation bracket. They're
That's why I
picking
had
guys
the,
up on
Yeah,
the
that's why I
waiver
had the
wire.
ring.
Yes.
For it.
Oh, they
To
get
make it
mad.
even
They get
better.
mad about that shit because
Oh, I
I did
get
that shit
pissed.
last year.
I get
Do you-
pissed.
Y'all played last
Yeah,
not
yeah,
this year,
last
but the year,
year.
the year before that. Whenever I was still adding guys in the playoffs,
Dude.
and they were like, "You shouldn't be able to add guys because your team don't matter at
Well,
this point."
me and him are strategizing. We're like looking at seeing who's left and what they need,
Yeah.
and we're like, okay, well, he may pick up him, so let's just go
Oh,
after
yeah.
him.
Oh, that's
and
what
then,
I do,
and
too.
then
I
the waiver
do
wire
grab stuff
comes
just so
out,
people
and
can't
we're
get
like,
'em.
Loser brackets
dude,
in there.
effing Tom Reed, he's out already.
Yeah,
Why didn't
yeah.
he pick him up?
Well, he's not out because you don't want to wear that ring, which makes it more competitive and nicer.
I
Because
lo- and I
in,
love
in,
it.
in
In the
reality,
moment,
is
it pissed
you're
me
in the
off.
postseason. You shouldn't need to be messing with the waiver wire in a 12
Oh man,
team
we
league.
on
To be honest with
Championship
you-
Sunday, we picked up like 4 wide receivers that we thought Schmidt might pick up. You know,
Real?
Yeah.
No,
that's
ours came
so-
down.
Oh, I do that. No, I do that stuff too.
Yeah.
I would pick up things like defenses that I knew someone
We did
needed.
that.
I'm like, screw it. I'm not going to use them, but I cannot let
Because
them get
I
'em.
forgot who was out for him, but it was one of his.
And he was so pissed that Croak picked up the Bears defense. He's like, Croak, you're not
That-
even playing. I
That-
needed the
we
Bears.
won. We
Yeah,
won
right.
this year in spite of we probably mismanaged our defense every
Or
week.
field goal
Yeah,
kicker.
that is
And
one
kicker.
thing.
We
That is
sucked
one-
in defense.
That is
Honestly, our rest of our lineup, there was not a lot of contemplating because those receivers that we had, DK, Puka, and AJ Brown, like we're not ever gonna adjust.
So
that,
when
you know
I'm
what I mean?
so when I'm going to bring
I
to
did.
the group next year is I was in a dynasty league this year, which it fell apart. We'll get into that some other time personally, but 'cause there's some shady shit going on. Patrick will be able to explain it better. I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm about to drop kickers and add an extra position.
Please,
our
dude.
scores go
Yes.
up, or no? Yeah, kickers. You could have a
would be
defense,
great,
but that
yes.
They're
kicker
pretty
thing
pointless.
anymore, you
Another
put another
flex.
another flex,
Yes,
run it.
that's
Our
awesome.
scores go up, but guess what? The more position
fun.
players you
More
have,
fun. More fun.
That's the
Listen,
less that's on the,
the
waiver
more-
wire.
Yeah.
the more position players you have, the less you have to worry about setting your lineup
Yes.
because you done set all your good people. You only got a couple choices.
Make it
You're
two
like
quarterbacks.
running it.
That
No,
would
I'm
be
not going
fun,
to do two
too.
quarterbacks.
That would be fun.
I'm not
too.
doing two quarterbacks.
You could have the quarterback at the flex position.
No.
It's gonna diminish.
One,
the way
so I
our
wanted to
I'm
say
thinking
that
about that.
about them. That is one piece of your team I noticed you guys like just shit the bed every week was in
Every week.
defense.
Yeah, I
was defense. I was like, dude, they've got it. You guys managed it very well, but
Well,
your defense would screw
Well, so we
you
would have a
weekly.
good defense most weeks, but then we'd sub them out. It was like the Steelers would.
Yeah,
get
I was like,
it
that's
was-
what I
the
was
Steelers
noticing. I was
is who
like,
we
dude, you left the
drafted,
Steelers
and we
on the
kept
bench,
them.
and they got like 31.
What
weeks.
they
yeah,
would
the
do-
previous week they get -2.
No,
So it's
what
like,
y'all would do is y'all would go pick up a defense who was playing the 29th ranked offense,
they go off on
but
it.
not
And they would
think
go
that
off.
defense sucks
Yeah.
to begin with, and think they're going to do good, and they didn't. You know,
Yeah.
It's one of those things like the whole waiver wire scheme and stuff. I know other leagues put a money cap on it. It's not real money. Once you put that cap on it, you run out of money. You're not allowed on the waiver wire no more for the rest of the season. I mean, that could be something that we could look at in our league and come up with a
You've
number.
managed our league very
Well, I'm just
very
saying, I
well.
always branch out and figure out how to make it like your situation. Why is Croak picking up a defense? And I know they're fighting for a toilet bowl ring, but really you make it interesting. Like, you ran out of your money, buddy, picking up 20
No more
defenses
picking
all
up.
year. You
Oh,
can't
Tom Reed
draft
yeah.
broke after the first
anybody.
week.
Then you really have
Tom
to
Reed would be
manage your
broke after
I
team.
think
first
Tom Reed
week.
put interested in like all of our players.
Oh,
Who's
yeah, no,
interested?
Tom Reed
Tom
would be broke
Reed.
after the first week.
But what I'm saying is, those are things that moving in the future we could start taking a look at or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep it moving. We got another segment to
You get to
go.
wear it now.
I always wear the toilet bowl ring. I bought this
yeah, he gets to
motherfucker. You
wear it.
see
Our,
this?
our real
dog?
championship though was beating you. I said,
Here's
"Son,
the
I don't care
deal.
I don't care what happens against Joe. We beat Jesse.
I'll wear this because
I know,
I'll
I
wear
know.
this because I lost in
So
the
we won 2
postseason. But I should have two.
Congratulations.
I should literally have 2 of these that those guys are wearing right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go back and buy.
I was going to say retro, go retro.
Nah, dude.
So just so you can have your collection.
Nah, Tom is retro. That's it. That's how I'm doing
not gonna
it.
get
Stay
it?
humble, brother.
Okay.
Stay humble with your blessings.
Mike, I forgot that Mike said on this note.
What did
I
he
didn't
say?
read it. He said Zach Robinson, Rams offensive coordinator, leaving Rams for ATL. Shouty.
Love it. Yeah, so congratulations, guys. I'm glad to bring you on. Next year, we'll do the same thing, except there won't be 2E's on there picking up 1 ring. 2E's will be on there picking up 2 rings, championship ring, toilet bowl ring, because this ain't going nowhere. It's going back in the closet. I actually have a necklace for it, too. I'm sure if you'd wear it, your neck would turn green. But you going to put this on for a second? I can't wear this. I'm uncomfortable with it.
I didn't finish last, man. It's
Yes, you
not
did.
right.
You got beat in the postseason. If you ain't first, you're last.
Let me
You
wear it.
are like, you
got-
put it
don't
on
get
for
stuck on your finger.
Just
Put it on
photo
your
op.
pinky.
Just
Dude.
photo op.
Oh,
Just
Vice Grips
put
get
it
stuck on his pinky. Watch.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that on no finger. They
still
ain't
looks
ever
good
I
caught
got
you.
it
man.
on my ring.
That's your Super Bowl ring, dog.
Here. Let me see it.
No, don't do that, too, because he really wasn't last. No, but I
You will
love it. It
not
was
be the
fun.
champion next year.
I'm glad I got to do that, man, because it made everybody happy. And those rings are cool. Don't wear it too much. I don't know. It's not- But the case, whatever
the
you guys
case
want to
is
do,
legit.
pass it on.
Yeah, no,
Go
it's
get
nice.
you another one so you have
That's
your
nice.
own. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
guys, I got to get to the
So
parking
whose
deck.
house is it gonna stay at?
I don't know. Pick a number 1 to 10.
That's right.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'll take
Pick
care
a
of
number.
you,
I
buddy.
got,
Let's do it right now.
I got a number over here.
NCAA football.
A number.
Congratulations. Are you guys ready to move on?
I'll say
What happened?
7.
Wait, what were you doing?
Okay, there
He
you
got it
go.
You
right
know,
on the
you know how
number.
you know what I did. I looked
to
at
his house.
I looked at your jersey. I said it's probably 3 + 4.
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Dude,
That's
you're
my favorite
done. When he
number.
owns his own team, you're over, Trey.
Man,
My
he
favorite number.
he
It's
had-
my
he
favorite
had-
number on April 7th.
He had 4 down there. As soon as Sean said
Yeah, he
7, he was
split
like, "What do
3.
you know?"
Yeah.
7.
No, I swear.
So how long does he keep the ring for?
This thing goes 6 months at his house.
No, that's garbage. You get it back in a week or so.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
Your best
We'll
buds.
flip-flop.
Y'all are best buds. Whenever
Yeah.
you want it,
And then both of y'all
I just
try
need
to
a
wear it to the
Facebook
job.
post
That's
picture.
all
you
you
Yeah,
know?
get it
That's
after
all you
this.
need.
Yeah.
That's all
yeah,
you
yeah.
need.
We'll get a
You're the
picture at the
bro.
Power 108.9 and all that. We'll do
Listen,
it.
Sean's the champ, and you're right there on his coattails.
It's okay.
All right, get off
I
of
could just
Trey
get in there
because
somehow.
he's got a
I
ring.
know, and I don't.
You don't.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Hey, and remember, this is only our second season. you know,
Yes.
so
We don't have rings either. You two do. Congratulations. You got one ring to
No,
split.
Thank
you
you.
know I'm busting your chops straight. You're a champ,
It's so
dude.
much fun. I
yeah,
love
no,
it.
You're
I
right.
literally
Do it.
it was totally 50-50, 100%.
All right, done with fantasy football. We'll talk about this in August. Actually, we'll probably start talking about it in April and after the draft. All right, NCAA football. Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines on winning the 2003-2024 national championship. This is Michigan's first national championship since 1997, shared national championship. But between me and you, I have no fucking idea what that even means. Why we share things, these two just did. We got college football in here for fucking fantasy football now. Got to get that taken care of because it annoys the shit out of me. Jim Harbaugh leaves Michigan to go back to the NFL. Yay. Good job, dude. Stop messing with that man. That's why he left. Should be messing with everybody else because they do the same shit in college football. Nick Saban retires at the 17th season at Alabama. Nick Saban spent 28 years as a college football head coach and won 7 national championships altogether. He won 6 at Alabama. In my opinion, personally, the greatest college football head coach to do it. Alabama hired Washington's coach, DeBoer, whatever the fuck his name is, to take over for Nick Saban. Your thoughts on college football moving forward? We could have got all this in before, but it's been so much.
Yeah. Hats off to Jim Harbaugh and the Wolverines. Hats off to Michigan. You guys pulled it off. I didn't see it coming, but
Told you, bud. You should have watched them a little bit more. They
You're
would have beat
right. No,
Georgia this year, too.
you're right.
They were good.
you were
I don't know
right.
if they would
You
beat
know.
Georgia.
You're right. Yeah, they
Alabama
would. Yeah,
beat
they
you,
would.
dude.
I know, but that was kind of a.
Don't give me that I knows. Don't give me that I know,
Yeah,
bud.
he has no. He
I'm
has
not a
no
Georgia
dog
fan,
in
but
the
I do
fight.
feel like Georgia probably was still the best team in the nation. They just
Michigan
wrong.
was the best team in the nation.
We blew it against Bama. That's all I can say. We blew
And so
it.
Michigan,
We blew it.
but Michigan took care of business against Bama.
I do wanna say this though before it passes on to everybody else. I do want to take my hat off to Nick Saban. He was the greatest college coach.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
And I'm a Notre Dame fan, and we all love to hate Nick Saban. We all love to hate Alabama, just like we love to hate Georgia sometimes too. But at the end of the day, Nick Saban's accolades, all of it, the wins, the championships, what a stellar career. You know what I mean? All of the men that he's brought up behind him, and look how great they're all doing.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
absolutely.
It's amazing. So I
Absolutely.
did want to say that while we have the chance to say that about Nick Saban. Congratulations to you, Nick. I know you're watching. I know you're a fan of us. And, you know, we appreciate what you've done for college football. We know you couldn't make it in the new system next year, but hey.
He said, "We
Enjoy
know you
retirement."
couldn't make it."
I almost threw it in. I was going to say he's the great. Let me just get that in. He is the greatest
I know, that's how you gotta
two-team
say it.
/ 4-team college football playoff coach of all time.
That's why
Because when this
Harbaugh
shit
left.
hits 12, we're going to see who the greatest coach in college football is ever going to be.
That's
right.
why Harbaugh
You're
left.
right.
It's like somebody had, so before I give it to you guys, someone had texted me on the side, who the hell was it, and asked me, I think it was at work, and it was your brother maybe, who asked me if he was better than the Bear at Alabama. I'm like,
Yeah.
absolutely. He was like,
Bear
why? I was
Bryant,
like,
yeah.
he won 6 national championships when there was somewhat of a playoff system. Either the computer
Better
did
than
it.
Lou Holtz.
Well,
He's better
listen,
than a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
let's stick with Bear. And I said, you know, when a 2-team system, when a computer did it, and then you had fucking people sitting in the room saying, oh, yeah, they look good. We're going to put them in the 4-team playoff because I like them. You know, and he won it during that. At least you played each other. Back when Bear was doing it, what? They were sharing national championships. Who the fuck shares the championship?
That
How
was
can we
so
not
dumb.
figure out mentally
Central Florida.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they hung the banner. But I'm saying, like, what was it? USC and Michigan in '97. Who shares it? Why can't we play them?
Right.
Why? Not we. I'm just saying, why can't we get them
Oh, they'd
together
go
to
by
play?
that. Yeah, they'd go
Yeah.
by, okay, well, they finished this, they finished this.
Absolutely,
They
he
both
was.
get it.
Absolutely, he was better at Alabama than the Bear was. Absolutely, because the system that he had to go through. And the new system that's coming, we'll see who the best is in that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because now injuries come in play. You got to play more games in December, and the season lasts until January 20th now. Let's go. There's no more. I got a month to figure out
it's
how to
gonna
play
be
my.
great.
That's
I got a
nice.
month
gonna
to
be
figure
great.
out one team or two teams. Now you got to figure out much more than that. You got a week in between each one, like the NFL. Let's go. I can't wait, man.
It's gonna be great.
I'm so
how do
pumped.
they
Can't wait to
manage
do
to
that.
keep adding and doing all this to college football?
because it's a
school.
shit show.
With school.
Come
I mean,
on,
money,
man.
The revenue,
What do you mean?
money
Hold on,
talks.
hold on.
Money talks.
Are you
like
talking-
bullshit
Absolutely, and that's
won't.
the reason
That's
why
why
it's happening.
Stop. Are you talking about the educational side?
Yeah,
Let's not
yeah.
get into that right now. Because
I'm
it's
just saying
broken.
because everything you're saying is
It's
so why
bro-
didn't they play each other? Why was it
because
this way
in
back then? 'Cause
December
they
you're not in
valued
school.
more.
You're not in school.
They're all out of school.
Well, right.
The
they-
beginning
they're
of
figuring out a
December
way,
until
I guess.
the second week of January, you go back to school. How do you figure out? The system's broken.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
I think
athletes.
college
They get
football's a mess
special.
right
They
now.
get special
Oh, they
exam
get all
times.
kinds of special.
They hand in once you know you're an athlete to a professor, you get special exam times. You have to give the professors your schedule. They work around you, unlike other students. Like I'm telling you, I'm in school. I'm doing it. Like athletes get special time and stuff because of their situations. But yeah, it's different.
It wasn't
They get
like
it done,
that back then.
huh?
It wasn't like that in the 90s or even early 2000s.
Maybe not. That's why everybody had a communications degree. Sports. My bad out there. Go ahead, Jake. Go before I go in deeper than that. I don't want to disrespect people today.
I mean, there's way too much to talk about with college football right now.
Why?
It sucks that
Go ahead and give your congratulations out, man.
I will. Congratulations to Washington for making it to the national championship game. It sucks that you guys lost.
I know it's okay.
love it.
I rode y'all, man, the whole way. You know, just come up short to a lesser team.
He did too, dude. He was
Shout
riding
out to a
Washington.
non-SEC team winning the national title. You can say
Dude,
that.
why do y'all always say that? You
I'm
know,
just saying. I mean,
like
it rarely
it's
happens.
that
Wait
goes
till
with the
next
whole
year. Just wait till
ACC
next year.
sucks as a conference.
Yeah.
Dude, they won with Florida State. They won with Clemson multiple times. Like, come
They
on,
beat
man.
Alabama twice.
Florida State's the real champs this year.
Like, come on, man.
The Florida State's.
Yeah.
Man, they
You
got
saw my
shafted.
post, didn't you? I said that.
We'll see. We'll see
Congratulations,
next year. You know, the SEC is going to have a lot of
Let it
teams in
go
it.
now because the real shit
Big
starts
Ten's going to
next
have a lot
year,
of
baby.
teams in it.
It'll be
If
real next
I
year.
always said if it's real and it continues to happen this way, props. I would never give you your props for a system that was set up by people.
Yeah.
Like play it on
Yeah.
the field.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever see Mike Leach's take on the play? This was back when they
Yeah,
first came
absolutely.
out.
I saw
That
that
was
skit.
the greatest thing
Absolutely.
ever.
Man, dude.
That was the
He
He
greatest
was the
thing ever.
man, dude. Like everybody had these ideas, and now that the new system with the NIL, the transfer portal, I see why Nick Saban stepped away. It's okay. He did his time. Go off to the sunset. You're done. This new system, you got to get with it, man.
Yeah,
He's
that's what I'm
old.
saying.
Nick Saban is
Well,
old.
and that's why I said that. That's why he's done. He's not. He would. Nick
can't-
Saban, and I really thought Nick Saban was gonna end up riding out into the sunset
No.
of champ. Because remember, I told you this. I said he's gonna
They
end up
shouldn't
winning
have-
the national
they shouldn't have been
championship
there.
this year, and it'll be his last year because he can't make it in this system.
Listen,
Sure
it's
enough,
the same thing y'all said
season
about
ends, he's
Bill
gone.
Belichick. The control,
Yeah.
you know, needing to be in charge.
Yep.
Saban's the same way.
Yeah.
He grew up under that same tree,
And he can't
and
keep
I
his
actually
people
believe
there.
him when he
Oh,
says, you know, I'm just too old to do the things that I used
Yeah.
to do in order to be successful, and
Dude,
I can't do it anymore.
Saban has more power at that school than the dean. He's like God.
But he doesn't
Yeah.
have power over the players no more because they could just say, I'm
Of course.
gone.
No, I'm just
You
saying.
ain't giving me enough money, I'm
Saban
leaving.
was a god in Tuscaloosa,
Yeah.
in Titletown, dude, in T-Town. Like that, dude. Like
The Buckeyes have taken
he
their
has
players
more,
left
he has
and
more
right
pull than
since
the
they-
governor of Alabama. Nick Saban does. Like that's how crazy. it
Hey,
is
you're
out
about to
there.
see what this NIL is going to
I
do
think
for a
it's-
team.
I think
With,
it's
I mean,
gonna
with the
tighten up.
Buckeyes next year, dude.
I think it's, I know,
because
they're
we're I mean, you can't play four quarterbacks at the same time, but we got many options.
Yeah.
I think it's going to tighten up as we go along once the
Tighten
playoff system sets in and the NIL will have some rules and regulations. It'll get better. You can only transfer so many times. You still can, but you know, the NFL, you just can't up and leave. You're under contract, right? Maybe they'll do something like that. I
They
like it
gotta
right
do
now. It's the
something.
wild, wild west, and this needed to happen to break that system down all the way to make it look so bad that they have to absolutely make a change.
What's Joe Milton going to do, man?
Oh man,
What's Josh Heupel doing?
Or
I'm
Nico,
surprised.
I
I'm
am
surprised
Aliva.
Joe Milton went to the draft. Honestly, I mean, I know he's a fifth. Was he a fifth-year senior? I can't remember.
Dude,
Yeah.
maybe sixth.
Yeah.
Who knows
Yeah,
these
yeah.
days?
I see him getting drafted maybe in like the fourth, fifth round, maybe.
He
got
can
a hell
throw
of
it
an
a
arm, but
mile,
he's-
but he can't throw it accurately.
Can't throw it accurately. No.
What
I
about
saw
you,
a
Joe?
guy-
You got your quarterback back coming back.
That's great.
That's
It's
awesome
wonderful.
for you guys.
Well, I mean, it puts us right there. In spite
They
of
got-
all that
You're talking about
wonderful-
Butthead or Beavis?
In spite of all those
Yeah.
wonderful transfers you're getting, they'll still rank us number one.
Well, I mean,
Because
still,
They
who
will.
even cares? Saban's gone.
Beavis back.
right? I mean,
Can I
Harbaugh's
say-
gone for you.
Can I say to
Saban's
all
gone
you
for you.
Alabama fans out there too? Like, I'm actually upset about it, about Saban.
Why?
I'm sure a lot of Georgia fans. Yeah, all right. Now we don't have to deal with them.
It's not gonna
Oh,
be
you
the
wanted
same.
to
Deal
keep
with
beating
it.
him. You wanted to
College
keep
football
beating
won't be
him.
the same without
I
Saban.
feel like
Breaking news.
Breaking
Hold
news.
on, we got
Breaking
breaking news.
Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead. Let him read
I
that.
just, to me, you just want to get over that mountain,
Yeah.
and whether or not 2020 was it really
Yeah,
wasn't.
he left by you guys not getting over his mountain.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want to.
You got to read. You got to read that.
Trey, you
have
got to
to.
read
You
it.
have to
Breaking
read that.
news to Trey
Breaking
Wilborn.
news. Go ahead, Trey. Read it. Read it.
Alabama carries out first execution
Yeah, with nitrogen gas.
And then Mike said Nick Saban approved.
Because you said it, dude. Because you said it.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
I can
yes,
see
he
it.
did.
I can
he
see
did.
him doing that too because he's an OG, right?
Yeah,
like, come on, dude. Why are we still doing
That's,
this?
yeah, don't even get on that.
Yeah,
dude.
no politics. We can't do
Inhumane
that. Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. We can't do that here. We'll be here for 10 fucking hours with this
It
shit.
just to me is one of those things, just like with beating them in the national championship. Well, we didn't have our receivers. If we beat them in Tuscaloosa next year, well, we don't have Saban no more.
Go ahead, Mike.
I love how he threw me under the bus.
No, I know, right? He threw Mike under the bus right away.
I didn't say that. Mike said that.
Snitched him out. I'm sorry. I'm on the radio
mean-
and social media. I didn't say that. Sorry.
I thought the clear underline was. Let me get you in there.
That sucks for you, but he's done his time. And you have one of his successors in there with your team right now. That is not going anywhere when Nick retires. Oh, maybe Kirby will go to Alabama. No, he's not. He went to Georgia. He's staying
Kirby
there.
built Bama.
I was
Right?
surprised,
Don't
I was
believe that.
surprised
I mean,
Washington's coach went to Bama. Honestly, I just
But if you look at his background and his record of him up and coming, dude, he's not a bad coach. We'll see what he does.
He's
with
not.
We'll
North
see what he
Carolina.
does, but no matter how much you talk up DeBoer, everybody knows he was still their fifth option. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Do we
that's
really
all you
know
kept
that?
seeing was so and so doesn't want to go to Bama. So and so doesn't want.
You're
to follow
right.
up.
Because what? There was like 4 of them that
Well,
said
you got to
no.
understand the
Who wants to
Nick
do success
Saban.
him,
Listen,
dude?
Nick Saban. Ever since the NIL came out 3 years ago, Nick Saban's been against it. So people, the top talents have been diverting their wants and to go into Alabama. Nobody's wanted. None of these top threats have wanted to go to Alabama because they didn't want to deal with Nick Saban and how he feels about the NIL and play and recruit
And they didn't
these kind
want-
of guys.
they didn't
and all
want,
of their scouts from Alabama have been.
Well, I'll say this.
They
this
didn't want Dabo either. You know why?
I'll say this. I'll say this about that is that kids used to go to Alabama because Alabama wins
Alabama,
national
that's
championships,
exactly what
right?
they went for.
What I think about is what kind of boosters do they really have? What kind of booster money actually comes into that
I don't.
school? Because you would think, and this is just my opinion,
It's still top 10.
DeBoer, it might be, but you would think that if when they brought DeBoer in, he's hiring people from Southern Miss as offensive coordinators. You know what I'm saying? At what point does the booster step in and say, "Nah, you're not finna do that. We're gonna go out here and get this, other high profile."
Yeah,
you know what I
offensive
mean. I
coordinator.
think they just ain't got a lot of like booster
Capital.
money down.
Yeah,
there.
they don't have a lot of capital.
That's my
They
opinion.
didn't
It's
want-
Alabama
They didn't
for
want
God's
Clemson's
sake.
head football coach. At
It's just
Alabama.
been ever since the NIL has come out. I feel like Alabama hasn't really been a huge part of that.
What?
Right. You got the
I'm
alums.
just
We
saying,
don't know that because what deals have you heard? Yes, they did. They had the fucking their quarterback just have over $1 million. Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bama's
an
just
IL
been
deal.
paying the players to stay there.
That's
the ones they
that's what I'm.
recruited,
Yeah, that's
where
what I'm
they're
getting
not having
at.
to
Like,
go out and get
we're
other
not-
But who do
Right.
you know that's got these big NI deals that they're talking about on the news?
Oh, how about
Dude, what's his name out in
Manning? How about
California?
Manning out in
Not
Texas?
USC,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got,
buddy,
he's getting,
yeah.
and he
Manning?
played. Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a big one.
Archie,
Yeah,
Man-
of course.
Archie Manning
Video game
Jr. or whatever.
Archman.
Yeah, I think he played maybe one series the whole year at the very end.
Archman, but he's coming.
And yeah, but the thing is, what do you get paid? Like a couple
A
million
lot.
dollars?
Yeah. Way more than
Bryce
Quinn
Young
Ewers
had
Yeah,
it.
did.
Bryce Purdy, man. I mean, he's like
He made more money
triple
than
his salary.
This is good.
He got the cover of
The number
college
one-
football video
Yeah,
game.
they haven't brought it out yet though. They keep switching on social media. Nobody's stuck on that
Oh,
cover
okay.
yet.
The
It's
number-
one of those
the
things
number
it seems
one
like they had
NIL
something out just recently. Sorry.
Matter of fact,
Go
I'm
ahead.
looking this up. The number one
Sorry,
NIL
man.
sports collective, like groups that are willing to fork out money, is actually to Tennessee, the Spire Sports Group.
Yeah.
They need to work harder.
Yeah, they do.
Number
What are they
two,
doing?
Texas A&M, the oil money.
Well, yeah, Texas
oil
A&M,
money.
Got lots of
Texas
oil
will probably
money.
be number 3.
They got-
Oregon's number 3.
And-
Nike.
oh,
because of
Nike.
Disney,
Phil
Nike,
Knight.
Disney
Nike,
guy.
that dude gives them
Well,
all
Disney
kinds
did
of-
Texas.
win, and Nike
Texas
guy went to
4.
Oregon to get the Disney
Yeah. Where's
contract.
Georgia?
Miami's 5.
Yeah.
They got a
but
lot of
these,
money.
these are just the major
got a lot of
groups that they
cocaine money
have.
in
These are the
Miami.
biggest groups. There's going to be other groups too that,
Right.
that give money.
Yeah.
6 is Florida State,
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
USC,
See what I'm saying?
Arkansas.
That's crazy.
We'll get in front. All right, listen. What else you want to talk about, man? Instead of reading it on your phone. If you're gonna
Let's
read it on
not-
your phone, read to the people, man. Who number one with money?
Let's
The
not
oil
talk
money
about-
from Texas. That's who's number one. Because we're still burning fossil fuels, right?
Nothing else matters right now.
It doesn't.
What about the Hawks? Do they matter? Because they are
Oh,
18
man.
and 27 on the season and 4 and 6 in their last 10 games. I'm gonna say this live on the radio and a certain set persons on the cruise ship right now.
Yeah.
Trey Young sucks, bro. I'm sorry, but to me, doesn't deserve to be an all-star. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of kickback on it. I just don't think he's a good leader.
Nah, he's not a good leader.
That's
I
my
mean,
opinion.
He's just inefficient, and he loves to have the ball in his hand, and he
what about what
is not
happened
much of a
recently?
defender. You know,
I had to see a picture of Luka Doncic when we initially
Ooh,
drafted
what do you got?
him.
72? They should have taken
73.
him. 72,
What the hell
He
they were
was in a
73.
Hawks hat, and it's like that's what we could have had, you know.
They traded him.
yeah,
Him, hey,
that was
dude,
brutal.
it's been a crazy run with them. You know,
Yeah.
we don't really typically follow basketball or talk about it much, but you had Luka with 73, you had Joel Embiid with fucking 70,
Yup.
Yeah.
you had Karl Anthony Towns with like 68.
Yup.
And then Devin Booker.
Yeah,
62.
yeah.
right.
Going
Like,
nuts right
Isn't
now
that
in the NBA.
nuts?
Yeah.
How does that make y'all?
I mean,
feel?
it's just. I mean, scoring in the NBA is there's no defense in the NBA anymore. Like it's just
This is the way
there's
it is.
no
It's a
Dennis
show.
Rodman.
yeah.
There's no
Live.
defense in NFL
No
either.
more
You
big
can't
balls
touch it.
anymore.
Right. They
Yeah.
need to start throwing clotheslines again. You come down that pipe, dude.
The NBA just turned into NFL a little bit. They just want
mean,
the
you
offense.
see what kind of fouls are
Baseball
being
too.
called.
They changed the rules for offense. You got to have better defense in baseball now because of there's no shifts and stuff. Like
half
that,
of Trey
which is
Young's points per game are on flops and
good. or the free throw line.
yeah, free throw line. Yeah, so
That's how it was for Georgia when Stetson Bennett was still there. He would flop, and get them penalties called.
Is he ever going to come back to the Rams, or is he still
They're
taking care
doing
of
a good
business?
job of keeping that low.
Well,
key
listen,
and
it took
it's-
us a while
I think
too,
he's-
right?
Is he in rehab right now?
I think he's in
It took us a while too, right?
He's the extension.
Hey, they're about to start putting people in the old building. Huh? He's
With Ron. Yeah.
He's on the Ron's wing right now
Yeah.
doing some motivational speaking.
I thought Mike was saying LeBron. I was like, what? LeBron?
But yeah, so congratulations, guys. I think we came on around this time, right, Jesse? All right, so we're gonna have to get going.
Yeah, I got to
next time.
sprint. I got to
It was a
sprint to the
pleasure,
parking
fellas.
deck,
I'm
man.
glad. I know. I'm glad. Hey, thank you guys so much for being
Absolutely.
a part of
Yeah.
the show. Congratulations.
Thanks for
We'll be
having
back
us.
on Super Bowl
Absolutely.
Sunday.
We will be
Take
back
us out.
Yes, we will be back Super Bowl Sunday, you guys.
February
Be
11th.
ready. Have your
Ravens,
picks
Lions.
Ready. Trey says Ravens.
Oh, I never
Lions.
gave my
Go.
predictions.
Hey, 49ers
My
Chiefs.
predictions.
Real quick, go.
Ravens win it all.
49ers Chiefs.
Ravens win it all.
Lamar
Yes,
Jackson.
I
Ravens.
got Chiefs taking
Lamar
it again this year.
Jackson.
No.
No.
Let's go, man.
Thank
You're
you.
listening to Penalty Box Radio. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Brought to you by Power 108.